take you on with my head held high. No hesitation, not an ounce of fear. Light up the sky, here's fall tonight. We won't back down and we won't give in. I'll take you on. No hesitation, not an ounce of fear. Here's fall tonight. We won't back down and we won't, no, we won't give in.
Welcome.
I can't hear anything.
You can't? Well, that's good. Thanks for interrupting my introduction. No, I'm kidding. How about now? Can you hear that? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
But you can't hear me.
Yeah, I know. I haven't turned you up yet. You're not allowed to talk yet. Welcome to Acute Mania Live. There. That's my intro. I didn't have anything planned at all. All right. Let me get you Tracy right there. Try that. Try that.
Hello.
There, that's good, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yep. Okay. Groovy.
Welcome to the show. It's not the actual anniversary date, but I think the 30th is like what Wednesday, Tuesday, something like
Tuesday.
that. Tuesday. So I figured that this would be a little bit easier for things, for something. I don't know. I thought it would be easier for something.
Yeah.
Is it easier for
I
something?
think so, yeah.
But hey, we could do it on Tuesday also.
I wouldn't feed you Tuesday.
You guys available
Sorry.
Tuesday? We could do all
Nope.
well, probably not. We'd probably have to do it at like 8 on Tuesday. But
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Mm-mm.
Will you cook again on Tuesday?
No, I just said that.
Tracy, oh, you did?
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention.
I know you don't. You never listen to me, man.
We have people worldwide on the show joining us for this
Hell
thing
yeah.
because this is I wanted to make this anniversary because last year it was just the screen was filled up and we just kind of everybody was like thanking me for this and that. I mean, yes, I thank you for that. Thank you for thanking me, but like it's not, it's the guest that makes the show. It's not me. I mean, I do make the show. You know what I mean? I'm trying to explain it the best I can,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's
all about these folks here.
it's about
That's
the
awesome.
it's about the guests, and if it wasn't for the guests, I wouldn't have a show. Basically, you would have to listen to me talk for an hour.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That is scary.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I love hearing myself talk.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of those people. No, I'm not. I hate it. But yeah, so I wanted to make this about them and you guys and just everybody else because like it's support also.
It is, but you know what? Be proud of what you created. Like,
I am. I'm very proud. It's
Good.
Joe Rogan's getting scared. He's shaking. Right
he
now.
should be. He should be.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit anyway.
I'm gonna take all of his contracts and just wait, Joe. Coming for you, Joe.
for you.
This is Tracy. Tracy, I was telling them you are a support, but we need to do a guest. You need to do a guest spot. We were going to do a cooking thing, weren't we? We haven't
Yes.
done that yet.
We need to.
I'm free. I got nothing
Okay.
after this.
Okay. We
have
can
to
do that.
So she cooked something. It smells very good in here.
I cooked
way
a lot,
better
I
than
cooked
it did
a lot of
this morning.
something. Yeah.
Pulled pork I saw and some coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Now we might have to explain some of these dishes to Lucas. Lucas is in Sweden
Okay.
Yeah.
from the Eternal Daydream. So do you know what coleslaw is?
Yeah. We have it in Sweden as well. So yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say it's not that different.
Pretty much everything I make is from scratch.
Is
Whether
Swedish,
it's
you make Swedish meatballs?
I have before.
Is that's probably not Swedish though, is it?
Well, I mean, I live in West Virginia, so no, and I'm not of Swedish descent, so no. But hillbilly meatballs. There you go.
Great.
Lucas, do you remember the first time you were on? I got the Swiss Alps wrong and thought that they were in Sweden for some reason.
Yeah.
You remember that? I don't
Yeah.
know what I was thinking. Well, I finally had.
So wait, they're not in Sweden? No, Switzerland. Duh.
Yeah, see, it's
Little geography lesson
yeah.
today.
But yeah, so I did have Switzerland on. I had Jeverett from what's the see? I can't remember everybody, but yeah, from Switzerland, the main part of Switzerland. What's the city called? Somebody help me. Like the capital or whatever.
Is it Bonn?
No, the Switzerland one. I don't know. Yeah, Eric's gonna Google
that.
Eric and I also graduated high school together, and he's just he's thinking about co-hosting sometime. He's not sure, and I'm like,
He's
listen,
scared.
man, it's fun. It's not what you think.
Oh no.
Did you get it yet? I don't know. I can't believe I don't know this. Zurich. I got it.
There
Zurich.
you go. You got it.
Zurich is where he's from. Yeah, so I finally got to actually talk about the Swiss Alps with somebody. No, it's Stockholm. No, that's Sweden.
Yeah, it says Switzerland.
Switzerland. See, he said Stockholm. Yeah. Well. Okay, so I guess we'll quit talking about foreign countries since we're Americans and we're dumb. So yeah, Lucas is in where's he at? No, he's in Sweden.
Yeah.
And I'm very jealous because he went and saw Rats Will Feast play when they were in Stockholm on their European tour.
Hell yeah.
That bastard went and saw them. Didn't even ask me to go. Believe that? No.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Shame on you, Lucas.
But yeah, and Una from Rats Will Feast was co-hosting with me when I had a band from Estonia. That was their tour mates when they did the European tour.
Nice.
Murphy's in the room now.
Murphy.
I don't know where you're going to sit. Your bench is over there. Your co-host bench. He'll find it. The cat.
No, he's like, I don't want anything to do
Now,
with
3 Leagues to Rome is in Pittsburgh. They're based actually kind of like outside of like Greensburg area, right? Are most of you
Greensburg? Yeah.
Yeah. Which is also
Greensburg area.
I spent some time in Greensburg, a couple times actually at the Beacon, the Green Beacon. But they have been great with all of you have been, everybody has been. But just to make an example, they like I'll post something like really stupid on Instagram.
You? No.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
God.
just doesn't even mean anything about the show, and they'll hit like every time.
Nice.
Every time.
Nice.
And like it helps with like say I think we were talking about this on your all show, about trying to with promotion and everything. Doing something as small as that helps with the algorithm in some way.
Yep.
We'll never understand it.
The algorithm.
What is it?
It's the algorithm, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how that works, because like I'm starting to get bands that are like, how did you find us? I'm like, you just
Hashtag something,
came up.
you know.
But it like your newsfeed like learns you and it learns what your interests are and stuff.
Right.
And I swear it can hear you too. You know how they say they listen to it like
Yeah.
because
You
you're
can.
talking about like chopsticks, and then when you look at your phone again, it'll have it like a chopstick ad. Or
That happened
whatever.
the other day because, I mean, with some of the folks that are coming today, they have,
Who's
they.
coming?
Well, you said people are coming that were vegan.
I hope
so
they come, yeah.
I wanted to make sure that everything I made,
late.
like regularly, I also made vegan style. That way, didn't exclude anyone or
Is
anything.
that like
but
Asian style, or Hawaiian style? I don't know. I'm just
you're a dork.
keep
Anyway,
talking.
yeah, I was like, okay, vegan pulled pork, and then all of a sudden, I'm just getting like every recipe known to man, and I'm like, this is creepy yet helpful. So
Wait. That's not real pork?
No, there's 15 pounds of pulled pork, and then there's a couple pounds of jackfruit pulled pork.
Of who?
Jackfruit pulled
What's
pork.
he got to do with it? Jack off? Wait a minute. We have sound bites, remember? Wait a minute. There it is. Okay.
Well, I mean, Jack made some tasty pork, apparently.
Jack off pork. Is that
Nice.
so is it impossible? Is it made of plants and animals?
Yes. Yeah,
But not animals?
Not animals, no. All plants.
Now, can they use the fur of the animal and still be vegan?
Nope. Not really. I don't think so.
If you want to pick up that mic from that way, they'll be able to hear you.
Yeah, they don't do leather.
They don't bite. They
anything
might,
like
but-
that. Anything that comes from an animal, no. Mm-mm.
I got you. See if that works, Eric.
Test.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Now we can all hear each other and speak to
Yay.
each other. And
Harmony.
Murphy, you want a microphone? A lavalier?
He needs a headset.
Yeah. Try
Murphy's-
that. I can't even clip his toenails.
You created a diva.
He sounds like a diva walking across the. He's like click click click. It sounds
You
like high
created
heels.
that.
I call him
Yeah.
high heels. Yeah.
Yep. High heels.
High heels. He's gonna check out the. Okay.
Oh gosh.
So is that the only vegan thing I have to avoid?
They're all labeled actually. We have vegan pasta
Oh, labels.
salad,
That's
vegan
nice. It's like
coleslaw.
a
Vegan dip, vegan buns.
potluck, right?
It is like a potluck, yeah.
Do you know what a potluck is, Lucas? You guys have those?
No, never heard of it.
It's not very lucky. I mean, I guess it could be. I don't even know where that name came from.
I don't know what the luck part.
It's kind of like
It's a shit ton of
what's
work.
the other word for it? There's another word.
Smorgasbord?
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Like
Ah, gotcha.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
a potluck is
We-
more
we
like
got that
like,
one.
Got
or
that.
no. There's another covered dish.
Buffet. I mean,
Covered
I don't-
dish. A covered dish
Yeah,
dinner.
yeah.
So like it's basically like it could be anything, any kind of get together where there's multiple people and everybody brings their own dish.
Except,
Yeah,
in this case,
something, yeah.
except in this case, nobody brings their own stuff but me. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not a potluck. You didn't announce it that way, so I would have made something.
No,
Maybe not.
no, probably not.
I made this
I've
show.
seen your fridge. I think you have
He'd
cheese
have made a
in there.
drink.
You made a drink. Cheers.
To your health, right? Nobody else? Come on. No? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Well, Saeed is sick. So
Just
he's,
water.
there. Jeez.
I got a drink.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cheers.
Now, in this next year, okay, so the Acute Mania Live year is different from the like the Chinese year and the American year and the Swedish year. I don't know. What I'm talking
Fiscal
about.
year.
You know what I'm saying? Like the year starts at the end of July for the show, because it was on July 30th is when we did the first show. So, do you want to know what like one of the plans is for the year? Like one of the goals, I guess.
Yeah. What's for year 5?
More sound bites, damn it! I'm gonna have way more sound samples and things
There you
because
go.
I'm gonna get the upgrade of this mixer to the newest one, and I think the bank is 12 of the different samples I can put in, which is more than enough because I mean I have room for another one on here. That was the Wiener segment song with my dad singing.
So
Remember
good,
that?
so good. One of my favorite memories.
Did
for
you
sure.
all you all did that? Didn't you? You all did the Wiener. I should have
Yeah.
I should have put it back on there just
Oh,
for
yeah.
this.
Good.
Do it.
But yeah. My dad he would say every once in a while he'd go, "Do you still play that on there?" I'm like, "Mm-hmm." People love it.
It's great. It's
People love it.
I got to say, the Wiener segment's always been my favorite part of the show.
It should be because of your getup that you wore the second time. You were on.
I have my own.
Or the third time. No, it was the third time, wasn't it?
I had my own Wiener segment. For my birthday, I got a brand new grill, so all I did was cook hot dogs or grill hot dogs. I grilled way more than I knew what to do with.
They weren't Impossible dogs, were they?
No, but I ended up with like 60 hot dogs, and there was a few no-shows. So after everyone left, I still had like, I don't know, like 20
40?
hot dogs, and I didn't know what to do with them.
Harmon.
Hello.
I haven't seen Harmon. I've talked to Harmon every once in a while on Instagram, but I haven't seen you. I haven't seen your nice shiny head in a long time, man.
How you doing?
Good. Harmon is Harmon's been around the show for quite a while. He was on as a guest. Do you even remember when that was? The very first time you were on?
Like 2 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Harmon is in Wollaston, PA, which is over near
It's near State College.
like State College area.
Yeah,
Right.
about 25, 30 minutes from there.
Yeah, and we just kind of found each other on Instagram, and I think you started liking all my posts, kind of like the three of these guys. They just kept doing it, and I was like, maybe I should ask them to be on the show. I mean, maybe they're trying to tell me something. But
Yeah,
but he also helped me co-host several times. I need to go back. I need to go back and count how many times Tom has done it and how many times you've done it, and Harmon for sure. Lucas did it once with
Once, yeah.
with Ratchel Feast, right?
I've done probably about 8,
Yeah.
maybe.
Have you counted?
Yeah,
Yeah?
about 8. Yeah.
I don't count very many. But I did do 69 episodes this past year. You know what I mean? I planned that out.
Yeah.
Only Scott would do that, right? Yeah. No, I've done we're up to 283 today. I was trying to get it to 300 for
yeah.
this thing, but we would have had to wait for like November to get to that number. You know?
Yeah.
We can't delay
283
milestones.
is fine. 283 is impressive.
Do you guys get those milestones on your Instagrams, like the achievement numbers? Where you post something and all of a sudden it's just a big pop up in the way of your reel or whatever, so you can't even watch it. You know, I get it constantly. It's like, thank you, but like I don't really care. Like the only one I really cared about was like the followers one when I got to 1,000 followers. Great, like thanks for telling me.
Those metrics matter to you
But
for sure.
You know what was funny? Like whoever followed me, it might not have been them. It could have been anybody. But like 5 minutes after I looked at that, it went back down to $9.99. Like you bastard! Like can I just enjoy it for 10 minutes?
Don't you just want to know what was the thing that broke their back, where they're like, oh,
Absolutely.
fuck this.
Like,
Just a pricks is what it was.
And who?
Yeah, they don't know what they're missing is what it is.
like have a segment where you put the haters in the spotlight.
Not that Acute Mania Live. No, not him.
Yeah.
I'd love it if I could find out who unfollowed me and when. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
which
it's like-
post was it?
I don't think you can find that out on any platform.
I know.
But that would be
because of
very.
security reasons and privacy. Yeah.
No, it's not security reasons.
Well,
I don't
safety
think.
safety
And I think
reasons.
you ought to be able to laugh at friend requests too.
Oh, I do.
Well,
yeah.
Well, on Facebook you
You're like,
can.
woo.
No, like just random person, friend question. They look like a crackhead.
I do know you, and I don't like you. So
Harmon plays music also. Like I was saying, he was on as a guest first.
yeah,
and,
Harmon, your stuff is banging.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
but you're doing a lot of it. You're on your own. Well, pretty much all of it, right? Other than your
Yeah.
wife, right?
Yep.
How's it going with that? Is it going good? We haven't talked in quite a while about your stuff, but it's good. It is very good.
Thank you. September 3rd is probably the last single. Well, no, I'm going to do one in November. So next to last single of the year. So it'll be 7 since last August I started. But yeah, I play all the drums, guitars, vocals, mixing, editing, producing. I have a guy at Pittsburgh who's doing
Cheers.
the mastering. So, but I did find a producer. I believe he's out of New York. So I'm kind of waiting. I might start working with him in the near future. So that's kind of, and that's going to change a lot of, because he's going to help me with Ableton and to be able to get to some certain levels that I'm trying to achieve with the sound that I can't do on my own. So that's the goal.
That is difficult. I can relate to that.
Good goal.
I'm not on to Ableton. I'm not on to Reaper. I'm on GarageBand because it's the easiest thing for me to figure out because I'm just so I didn't understand DAWs for the longest time, and then I just kind of dove into GarageBand by watching YouTube videos and learning how to do it that way. And and they're all foreign too, so it's like there's like an Irish guy that does it all the time. I can't think of his name. He has like a million, 2 million followers or something, or subscribers on YouTube. Anyway, but he'll teach you like step by step. Like he'll give you time to even pause it,
That's
like
awesome.
to go try it. Like so you can move screens. So that's how I kind of started with that. But like it's very difficult to master your stuff because I started doing that and I was like, I'm not even.
Yeah.
There's just so much. There's plugins you got to get, and it's a pain in the ass. Just like let the professionals
Leave
do
us the
that.
professionals, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of working at now. Is like I said, right now I sent it outsourced to the guy in Pittsburgh to master it.
Yeah.
And the new producer, he'll probably do the same thing, but he's actually going to teach me how to do all the stuff in Ableton as I'm working through it. So like I guess the main goal is I can come up with a drum sound because I record everything live, but when I can put the presets in, I guess what I'm doing is trademarking my sound. So when you hear the drums, you're going to know it's the hated. When you hear the guitars, it's going to be the hated. So he's actually going to help me with that process because I already have everything in mind. I just don't know how to figure it out. But he's a specialist, I guess, with Ableton because that's all he runs. So
Who's the guy?
So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to here.
Who's the guy in Pittsburgh?
The guy in Pittsburgh, Mr.
That's
Smalls.
right,
He's so
Nice.
he owns Mr. Smalls' studio and everything like that. So he's the one who does everything now. Larry, I've been friends with him for a couple years, 3-4 years now, and he's been really good to me. He works with me, and like obviously, he just does like the bare minimum of what I'm asking. And I'm not like he's not like a metal specialist. He just kind of can do, I guess, the surface, and where I'm trying to like get into a little more of a specialty sound. Without having everything being like plugins and stuff like that. I like the live mics, the live sounds. So I'm still going to try to achieve everything through that.
Now, Three Legs went through. What was that guy's name? I cannot remember his name. The guy that did like Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains, or he's got a good,
Dave Hillis.
Yeah, Dave Hillis. Yeah, and he's in Pittsburgh, right? Or
Yeah.
kind of off and on or something.
He's in Pittsburgh. He's even worked with out of Mr. Smalls as well.
Okay.
So
That's
Dave's worked with Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. He was in a band back in the '80s called Mace. They were like a thrash metal band. But he has his own studio at his house. But we mainly work out of the Vault Studios in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Yeah. Saeed, do you guys? I can't remember. Do you guys DIY yours also and then send it off, or do you do all of it? I can't remember.
So we typically do all of our instruments in-house, except for drums. We'll send it off to our producer we used to have a producer in Daytona Beach. Now it's in Cocoa Beach. Once we want to get vocals done, we'll drive up and do vocals over there.
Lucas, you guys went to the studio, didn't you?
Yeah, we
When you
did
play.
everything. And no, we did the song and we pre-recorded the guitars, and then we went and reamped them in some good studio. But now, since I'm the only one left in the band, I'm thinking of doing everything myself, actually. So yeah,
Yeah,
Hell
if
yeah.
you don't mind it, am I allowed to talk about that? I guess.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
They, I saw a post last night that you know, that you had somebody that that was just kind of wanted to go do their own thing, and then it turned out that the two more guys also decided to quit.
Yeah.
So now it's just Lucas, and yeah, by all means, definitely. I mean, look at Harmon; he's doing everything. So
I
it's
was just gonna say
possible.
I've been there. You know what I mean? I've been there where my brother used to play guitar, and then he ended up wanting to just kind of work toward his goals and stuff. And so yeah, it's just me and my wife right now. She plays the bass, and I do everything else. And
Yeah.
honestly, I just think it's easier that way to establish what you're looking for in music because I have a goal, I have a vision, and if I want to play something
Yeah.
that's thrashy, I can play it. And I don't have to, there's no backlash like, well, I don't like this, or can we do this? It's
Yeah.
just, you just get
It's
to
on
do
Well, your
everything.
wife, your wife can say that.
It's on your terms.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
You don't want that. Trust me. You don't.
No, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I like, at first I thought it was going to be a pain in the ass and like struggling because I had to teach myself guitar and, I taught myself drums. And then,
Yeah.
teaching yourself Ableton, like Scott was saying, learning, I didn't know
Yeah.
shit. Everything I used to use I used a Zoom recorder. I did everything one take. And then I mixed everything through Audacity. So my
Yeah,
old
me
school,
too. Audacity.
yeah. So my old school,
Harmon,
so when I got,
Harmon, real quick, what was your? Tell us how you did your vocal recordings again, because I can't remember what the whole process was, but it was like way too much, or
oh
something.
shit, yeah. So like I'd have to record like pieces and then like line them up like per section. So it's not like when we do it in the studio or you have a DAW, you can scream or yell and it comes right off where you're supposed to be screaming at. I'm screaming it, listening to it through a headset, which is an MP3 player. So that's how old school I was doing it. And then I had to take the vocal wave and then line up the chorus, and I had to like stretch it to like hundreds of milliseconds
Oof.
and line it up. And then once I
But
got
it
the
worked.
first chorus, once I got the first chorus down, I was like, oh shit, now I got to record the second one because when I played, I didn't play on time. I just played live cuts of drums, live cuts of guitars. So my tempos were all off. I didn't play to a metronome. And then I get this, Ableton, and they're like, we got to do this, this, and this. I'm like, fuck, this is a lot easier than what I was doing. You know what I mean? I was like, so this is how they make music. I can play the chorus drum beat, and I'm like, that was perfect take, and I just move it right here, and it's so it's like, I guess I prepped myself for all the struggles the way I did it. Now I would say I have a little more luxury.
I'm sure.
A little more
I'm
luxury.
sure there's people out there that have done it way worse than that. Just struggled. I mean, I struggled on the show too. Like at the very beginning, I had no clue what I was doing. I just had this idea, and it's not even the idea that I had is not like anything like it is now. Like I don't. It just kind of developed that way or morphed or whatever. But no, I used to the very first show, especially when Dale was on the very first show. I had a mixer. I don't know. Well, for the music, and I don't remember like the wiring and stuff, but I had my PA hooked up, right? And so I'm amplified through a microphone, but it's going through the PA, and it's just going to the phone. It's not going through the mixer at all. Like it should. I don't know why. And the mixer was, but I would hold my phone. There was no Zoom. You would never see the guest for the longest time. But I would hold the phone to the same microphone that I was talking into, and that's how you would hear the guest. Got to start somewhere, guys.
Much better process now. But at least in that way, when you struggle through it, at least even finding means like organic means to do it, you can do it. So
yeah, but,
that's
I
awesome.
mean, just doing dumb things like that, you're still doing it. Like that's what you want to do, and that's the only way you can figure out to do it. Kind of like the TV stand earlier. I broke my TV. Well, I got my big screen TV in here so everybody can see it, so it's not the little monitor. But I tried to move it in here like I did last year on my own, big screen TV, carrying it like a freaking, like on one arm with a stand in the other. Because I broke the stand as soon as I lifted it off of the TV stand, the TV stand in there. I heard crack. I'm like, oh shit,
bad timing.
But at least it wasn't the screen, though.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been because I was so like, oh shit, that I wasn't even paying attention. I was holding the TV. But I bring it in here, and I'm like, wow, it'll go right back on the stand. You know, there's wobbly stands that come on. And, yeah, the screws were broken off. And
Way to go, Scotty.
then Eric comes over, and he helps me with it. And I was in here, and I'm like, I need to get something figured out here because we got to be able to see these people. Well, I just turned the TV on the side and kind of scooted to the edge and put the stand back on it, and we screwed her up, didn't we?
Yeah.
We got screwed in a good way. Anyway, Harmon, I went to a vegan wedding down in Nashville. I went to Dale's wedding last month.
It looked like a very
They had a
fun
vegan
event.
reception. There was no options for like carnivores.
Yeah, how'd it taste?
We left and went to the Outback.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that deserves a.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We hung out the night before, and you know, Dale's telling me, well, we're going to have roast beef sliders like sandwiches. I'm like, yeah, but Dale, that's not real roast beef, is it? And he goes, well, no. I'm like, I'm not going to eat. And then the hot dogs. I mean, like, of all things,
Oh.
why would I don't even really like the regular meat hot dogs that have some kind of meat or beaks in them. You know, like you just don't. It's not real. It's just the scraps from
Gotta
the.
go all beef.
You know,
or nothing.
from the So like, yeah, I don't understand all beef hot dogs. It's got other shit in there like hooves and all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
I think there's even horseshoes. Like it's
Straight,
like I don't
straight
know.
from the bubble factory. I mean,
For those of you that smoked weed or used to smoke weed, or even if you didn't, if you open up a Philly blunt, you know they're so cheap. But if you open up a Philly blunt, there's like hairs and shit in it. Like it's not tobacco. I would never ever smoke one of those ever. You know.
But you know you smoked.
I smoked a lot.
Not
I never noticed that.
not just the Philly as the Philly though. Like it's just a wrapper you wanted.
No,
You know,
it's
chicka,
just,
the wrapper,
it's just
you
a
know?
vehicle for your ganja.
A vehicle.
Yeah, it's a vehicle for your ganja.
So I smoke cigarettes. That's why. Holy shit, my phone's. Who's here? I bet you that's
Rob.
Rob. Yep,
Hello.
is he visible? Yep, Rob's here. Rob's here. Rob, why would you? Never mind. Oh, so the hot dog guy, Mike.
Uh-huh.
I invited him to the soiree today, and he's camping at Silver Lake, West Virginia Homegrown Fest, whatever that is.
It's a hippie fest.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound like something Mike would do. No, Mike's the one that used to live here, and actually in this room, he stayed in here, and he was the creator of the hot dog segment, the wiener segment.
Oh,
He's the one that started that. Oh, well, those are for you to hear with. So, I assume you'll be over here in a
Hello.
second.
Good. How are you?
Rob's here.
Hey, I brought stuff that doesn't have vegetables in it for you.
Okay, yeah. So Rob would have definitely suffered at that vegan wedding because he doesn't eat
yeah.
vegetables at all. Like he just doesn't. You know, whenever I make something like homemade, like spaghetti sauce, I'll put extra onions in it just so Rob doesn't eat it. You know.
He was
Sometimes,
I think last time I made pulled pork was a couple years ago, and I think he was highly upset because there was an onion in it. It was like,
He will pick that shit, like the most minuscule onions, like minced onions. He'll pick
He'll
it out.
find it.
He'll be like, damn it, I'm not eating this.
So yeah, I had the task of coming up with stuff for vegans and stuff for just straight
For Rob.
carnivore.
Just Rob, yeah.
All
I mean,
good.
he eats potatoes. That's about the only.
He's
but-
got meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's about the only thing. But he doesn't look like a meat and potato kind of guy. Only, you know, like he's not like Harmon, you know. Harmon, you eat a lot of vegetables though. You post a lot of your stuff online.
Yeah, I'm not too against them anymore, but I'm not, all for them either.
You're also the plain hot dog guy though. You're also the plain hot dog.
Yeah.
Well, let's go around and see what you like on your hot dog. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to do that. No, but I started on the landmark segment in January.
Yeah, that's fun.
And it's been hit and miss lately, just because I think I need to something is wrong with the email. So I send it with the email that I send out with the Zoom invitation. You know, like the very last email that I send, and it's in bold and it's in italics. Okay. Just a short paragraph, couple sentences, just saying what it is, and we'll do it on the show. Think of something landmark or whatever. And every time lately, right before we start the live stream, I'll ask them, "Hey, did you see the part in the email about the landmarks?" About 6 out of 10 of these past guests have gone back and looked at the email right then and there because they didn't see it. How do you not see that? Like, how do you not like? What do I need to like put it in all caps? Maybe I can do that.
Make the font like 72. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, Courier New and then like yeah.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't.
But also, maybe some places where folks live, like there's,
Salt Lake City. Come on.
Some places where folks live, like the only landmark they have is the local crackhead
There's a
in
giant
town.
Salt Lake in Salt Lake City.
Well, yeah, but that's not interesting either.
I did have some guys on from Salt Lake City area. They're from Layton, actually, which is north of Salt Lake City, on Thursday. And No Horizons, what they're called. But I was like, now you can't swim in the Salt Lake, right? And they're like, yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, you would think the ocean has a shit ton of salt in it.
Yeah, but it's the
But I
acidity
think it has
there.
way
It's
more
the
salt.
Acidity,
In the acidity, yeah. They're like, yeah, it's not a good idea.
Burn your skin off, so no, it's
People
not
do
good.
those, like where they float or whatever with those.
It's a different
yeah,
level
but
of
this
salt.
is acid though. Like
in the Adriatic
some people
Sea,
like
whatever,
to.
yeah.
Some people probably love to float in acid. You know what I mean? I mean,
I did that years ago, man.
I mean, I like to trip, but not that much.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay.
But he did say that John said that it smells like sulfur a lot there, like when the wind blows and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's cool. Sulfur, huh?
Our town smells
Sounds
like
lovely.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna keep that in mind if I ever go to Salt Lake City. Do not swim in it.
It stinks.
It's a lake, yes, and it probably looks gorgeous. And would it be red or would it be blue still?
It could be green. I mean, it could
Green,
be yellowish. I mean,
Or it could look like West Fork, chocolate milk
it
all the
could.
time.
yeah, West
There's a
Fork's
river
nasty.
that runs through
it's
Harrison County
nasty.
here, and it always looks like chocolate milk. Always. It's well, except for at Riverbend down by the park. Sometimes it clears up. Sometimes, not very often, but it does.
Maybe twice a
Yeah, maybe twice. Yeah. Maybe if
Yeah.
it hasn't rained for a while.
Like sewage still drains into that.
Yes,
so
yes,
it's
sewage
nasty.
And our drinking water comes from there.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. And I mean, there's a treatment plant. I think I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah,
But
sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, and then all the
Run it through a filter.
Yeah, just a basic like Brita filter.
Brita.
No, seriously.
Brita.
Yeah, exactly.
One of our friends who's been on the show.
Who's that?
I'm not going to say, but they actually worked for the
Holly?
water board. No, they actually worked for the water board at one point.
Kristen Federer.
No, and they actually had
gonna
to
guess.
test that water. They got Hep C from that water and were in the hospital for like a month.
Who did?
I'm not going to say their name. It's HIPAA. You can't say that. It's HIPAA. But yeah,
HIPAA is
it's
not.
disgusting.
We're allowed to violate HIPAA. It's them that have
We're
to.
not medical
No.
professionals.
Yeah.
I am a medical professional.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're a cooking professional.
I'm a therapist.
Okay.
I am.
Is that why you're here? Is that really why you're here?
I can't handle your type.
Are you
of
here to
issue.
therapize me?
I can't handle your issues.
You're here to
man.
therapize me, aren't you?
Therapize you. I can just get your hip if you want me to.
Hey, it's okay to have a therapist, right, Harmon?
That's right.
Harmon's a therapist.
Well, I'm
Are you still doing that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the kind of therapist that can dislocate your hip and put it back together.
I've
that
had
kind.
my time with dislocated shoulders, so I'm good. Good with that.
I'm not the mental kind. I can't handle my own
Thank
shit.
God, because there's a lot going on here that I don't want to talk about. Okay,
Okay, fine.
that's why I take medicine. Okay, and acid.
Rock on. All right.
That's dumb. Hey, we both have a West Virginia tattoo on our leg.
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
Aw,
Look,
that's so cute.
you got. Well, Harmon, you got any tattoos?
I do.
Harmon's got a turtleneck of
Yeah.
tattoos, and he's
I got
several.
I got a few.
Yeah.
Couple sleeves.
Saeed, do you have a like a big? You don't have a tramp stamp or anything?
No, not yet.
Come on, man.
I'm
get
sure
into
my
Acute Mania
girlfriend would love me to have one, but no.
Lucas, what about you? Do you have a tramp stamp?
No. I keep
Shamefully,
it
I do have a
to the
tramp
arms.
stamp.
I can't remember. Paul, do you have tattoos?
Mm.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
I got one on my leg that I did myself too.
1 or 20.
What? You what now? What did you say?
I said I got one on my leg that I did
Let's see it.
myself.
Let's
when
see
I was,
some
like,
leg. Let's see
19.
some leg. There we
There.
go. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. What is that?
is that?
I can't see it.
It's an Ankh Egyptian cross.
Okay.
Oh, nice. It looks like you're in a spaceship. Is that true?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice dig.
This, this guy's driving. I don't know who that is though.
You on your way to colonize Mars?
Something.
Yeah.
It's about damn time. We've been saying we're going to do that for decades.
Oh man.
Hard to colonize with two guys though. So I mean, I don't know.
Well, the others will meet you there. They'll meet you. We'll meet you there. We'll meet you.
Love is
All
love,
right.
man. Love is love.
Does anybody have a tattoo that they regret that they want to get covered?
Oh yes, I do. I do.
Like what, Tracy?
Well, when I was going through my I want to piss my daddy off as much as I can phase, I got a Tasmanian devil with a big pot leaf behind it, and he's smoking a blunt on my leg. Yeah.
Where's that one at?
On my leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Show us some leg. No, I'm kidding.
I so regret that. So yes.
Why do you want to cover it up though?
Because I'm going to be one day an old person in a nursing home.
That would be
and
so
I don't
badass,
need somebody
though.
looking at the fact I have a blunt on my
That
leg.
would be the most badass, badass person in a nursing home ever. But
I
everybody,
think that would make you the coolest person in a retirement home to have something
Yes.
like that.
it's been
you.
decided. It's been decided. Can't cover it up.
All right, fine.
But you know how many people? You know how many people are going to be in nursing homes with badass tattoos?
Oh yeah, yeah.
When it it's not too far away. You know.
No. Oh god.
Ears gauge.
Yeah. Seriously, yeah. You have the big ear gauges and all kinds of shit. Mohawks, huh? Yeah. It's gonna be Bluetooth all the time. They have salons in there out here.
They do. They do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna really hear about me. Do you have any, Eric, that you want to cover?
I've got one.
Which one's that? You showed me most of them.
Yeah.
Except for the tramp stamp. You didn't show me that one.
Oh, Eric, you did get naked.
Somebody
for
here
him?
has a tramp. Do you have one?
I have a tramp stamp.
I knew it,
Shamefully
yes!
enough, yes.
You tramp. No, I'm kidding.
When I was in the army one night, and it was a tequila night. I woke up the next morning, and it's like,
This is
oh
really-
shit, I got tattooed. So I wound up. I was
That's
feeling
tequila.
So I wound up with really, really gay-looking cross cannons.
I thought those were dildos, actually.
They could be. Hey, cannons, dildos, they're all the same, you know?
That's what it looks like.
Now you know what to get them covered up with.
Before we go to mine, let's see. Lucas, we'll go to you. Do you have any that you want to cover that you
No.
regret getting? No?
No, I
didn't
like
think so.
mine actually.
Swedish people are pretty smart, you know? When it
I'm
comes to
not that smart, but I like mine.
I'm not that smart. I haven't even checked the chat yet. I need. Let me check the chat real quick.
Oh,
Holy
yeah,
shit!
usually-
Look! It's Trish. Trish is in. I don't know who that is, but Trish is up in Nova Scotia.
Oh, yeah,
which
hi. Hello,
they're an
Trish.
hour ahead of us here on the East Coast. She says, "Congratulations, hello, hi Tracy, watching from Nova Scotia. I am floating in the lake, watching and listening. They have lakes in Canada.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be the 50.
Ha, she said hi to
said-
me and not you.
Well, she said congratulations to me and not you.
But she said hi to me and not you.
I'll be back. Congrats again. I don't know who Descending from Sharp 9 is, but they retracted their message. And whatever. All right. So, let's see. Harmon, you probably have the most tattoos out of all of us combined. Is there one that you rather have not gotten at one point?
Yep.
Wouldn't be
The
your
one
neck,
on my
would it?
no. That August 22nd, I'm getting it finished. It's gonna come
Oh,
up
yeah.
the back of my neck and my head. So yeah, I'm pretty dedicated to that one. But yeah, the only one. Well, there's a couple, but the one I can think of is I was 18. As soon as I turned 18, my mom signed it. I have a Godsmack symbol on my back. So it's not that I don't like Godsmack or anything like that, but
Everybody
I
and their
have-
brother have it. Yeah.
and I'm getting a back piece at some point. So he's actually going to start lasering it off at some point. So that way we don't have to worry about a cover up. So that's the one that I got to get rid of before I can actually get like my full back covered. So
What's the one on your back and a
Okay, what year did you get that?
One question at a time.
2002.
Okay, that was probably like the tattoo of the year. I know a lot to have
Yep.
that, like their
Yeah,
arms.
everybody
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Yep. It
I
was-
didn't get.
yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Between 99 and 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody had like on their shoulder with the circle on
Uh-huh.
their shoulder, and I had it on my left. And
It's a badass
Uh,
tattoo, though. I mean, shit.
it's
you know?
it's the only
Yeah.
one I have on my back, and it just fucks up the symmetry of getting a back piece.
Have any of you guys
No.
ever let someone just put whatever tattoo on you? Oh, do tell.
No, but I did.
Yeah,
Do tell.
I did. The one on my forearm, the artist that I was going to originally before he passed, he was like, I said, well, I wanted like a jester because it's supposed to be like a good and evil theme like years ago. And I had this open spot on my forearm and he just drew it. and it was red permanent marker and blue, and it looked like a 3D. You needed 3D glasses to see it, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. He's like, just trust me. And I mean, honestly, when he was done, it was sick. So I wasn't, afraid of anything. But when he first started drawing it, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I was just like, okay, well, he's really good. So I asked him to do like this. It was more like a gesture, like full body. And he turned it into like there's like just a big face with like real detailed eyes and teeth and shit. So a lot more image than what I wanted. And he's like, just trust me, I'll draw it. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't know what this guy's gonna do, but let's go with it. And he did. So he just, it fit perfectly. So
hell yeah.
I okay, so I'm gonna hit my microphone first, and then I'll tell you. So this was Brett, you're not gonna be able to see it very good. This is the first one that I got. Well, yeah. Let me move the microphone. That'd be. I'm not used to this setup. Okay. No. All right.
You're pulling on my cord.
It's just a like a. I guess it'd be Celtic cross or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Celtic.
Or something. I don't know. It was Flash that I saw online, and I liked it. I wanted to get it like something with a cross. So Kane from used to be in the same
Lebowski, yeah.
So, I mean, he kind of messed with it some more, and he added white into it at the time, and you can't really tell. It fades away. Because and the reason I got it right here, well, I wanted it right there for one thing, but before I even got a tattoo at all, because this would be my first one, there was some marks kind of in weird spots just tattooed on there because I was at a party, okay?
It all starts with I was at a party.
It wasn't okay. It wasn't like a drinking party though. I think a few of us were, but no, like, that wasn't like the main theme was weed, and it wasn't really a party. We were just hanging out.
Just hanging out. Okay.
I don't smoke weed anymore, so Mom, I'm telling you, there's no evidence of okay. So, but it was so the guy that was there, he was wanting to try to do a tattoo on someone. And I was like, I'll do it.
Yay.
Immediately I was like that. And I was like, what a dumbass I am, because there was no design at all. It was just like, he was like, I can draw. He didn't trace anything. You know how they always trace it on first and then they, always, even the professionals do that.
He just freehanded it.
He freehanded something dumb, like, it was supposed to be because I told him I was the one across. That was my main, my first one that I wanted to get, and it was not straight, for one thing. And I think eventually I just told him to stop. I mean, it didn't hurt or anything. And he had like all the sanitation stuff. He had it set up right. He just sucked ass at it. Terrible. Really bad, and the fact that I'm sure he was high because I mean we all were. I mean the whole you walk into the place and you're high, if you don't smoke. But it was just so I pretty much like the next month is when I got that. I kept covered, I kept long sleeves on all the time. I mean it wasn't a lot. It was just like a couple lines because I could already tell like at the first I was like, yeah, this guy sucks, he sucks already. Poor guy, I can't remember his name, but hopefully he quit doing it. But no, that's the only one I had covered, which really doesn't count because it wasn't anything to begin with. But I have the Red Wings tattoo that you saw. I have the Detroit Red Wings tattoo on my calf. Because I still am a Red Wings fan, but I'm not like I was before. So and it's not even finished. So I want to get it. I just cover it with something. I mean, the ink that the guy was using, and he is a tattoo artist, like legit. And it was funny. He did it at the same place that kid did it at that party. It was the same house and everything.
Oh God, okay.
Because he lived there. But this guy is actually an artist, and he's a tattoo artist. He just wasn't there that night. I don't know where the frick he was, but it would be nice to have him do it. But it was new ink and it burned like crazy. I mean, you could see where he was doing the fill in there, and it was like, man,
that is terrible.
It was awful. It was an awful feeling. It was just burning so bad, and I was like, we got to stop. And he didn't want to continue
that looks
anyway.
Like a pizza. It doesn't look like
you
Red
look like
Wings.
a pizza.
He didn't even want to continue.
Huh?
He didn't even want to continue.
No, he didn't want to continue either because I was in. It was he said it was bleeding. He said it was bleeding more than because it was new ink. It was just new red ink that
yeah.
It
happened to me as well. When I
really
took, when I took this one, it's a Raven. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Almost. When we did this one, it was at a festival, and we both drank as hell, and I bled so much, but he still continued, and we finished it with a shot. So yeah.
At least you got it done, and it looks decent, you know.
That's cowardly behavior, man.
No, it's definitely not cowardly.
You should.
You're
sue
cowardly
that person.
behavior.
No, absolutely not. No.
Here, Robin. That's what I call him.
Robin?
It's my Robin. Okay, Rob's gonna be invisible. Rob's gonna be visible. We haven't really used that nickname in quite a while. You might have to scooch. You might have to get closer to Tracy. I know it's tough. But...
Hello.
Well, I actually have to leave now. But
what?
Yeah, I told you only 1 hour, but it was fun.
Man, you're right on the money,
and I really appreciate you. So
thank you, Lucas, for coming on.
Nice
And let's talk. Nice to see you.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Luke.
Yeah.
Bye.
We'll see you, man. Later.
Yeah. Bye.
See, do you have? Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. And you'll have to use just kind of shared microphones or with Eric. Okay, Invisible Rob. You guys all know him, I think, except for maybe Paul. Or do you know him, Paul? You've heard?
I've watched a couple episodes. Yeah,
I
think I remember it.
Saeed, do you know? Do you recognize Rob, or did we not interact with him on yours?
I don't think we've ever met.
Okay. And Harmon, I know Harmon's. Yeah,
I know.
You're aware. Okay, so Rob we've been friends for
4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, here. Just
4 or 5 years now.
Yeah. So Rob is the one that set me up for that first episode, the very first episode of Keep Me Alive, and you helped. Oh, shit, sorry. You helped me out several times for the sound, but we were talking about the very first one with Dale about how I held the phone to the microphone.
Yeah,
and
we did
PA.
it through the mixer. We run his phone through the track on the mixer.
Is that what I was going to have you tell them how it was set up because I can't remember exactly how it was set up.
You had like 2 or 3 songs on there, so I put them on tracks 3, 4, and 5. I preloaded them.
Yeah.
And then I had your microphone going through track 1 and the phone twiddled into track 2. And yeah.
So so I had help, and I don't even know what he did, but it worked. And the show wasn't even very long. The show was only like 20 minutes with Dale. But the thing is that the stickler to this story is he gets all this set up, then he just leaves. He's like, I gotta go eat dinner with my kids. I'm
no,
like,
no. If anybody has kids, they know they take priority. So
well, yeah, I understand that, but like, no, then I have to postpone the show. Like I can't do this. He left me alone to do this.
And completely set up 100%.
Yeah, he had me set up, and I was like, all right, I understand you got to leave, but you must show me where, like exactly. And he did. And the thing is, it was my mixer that I just didn't know how to use at the time. It was my first Zoom mixer. Yeah.
No, it was that Tascam 32 or 24.
No, it was the white one. Remember the white Tascam I had?
No, it wasn't on that one.
Sure.
Rob does the shit.
It really doesn't matter
Positive.
which one it was, but yeah, like he's like, all right, and I mean, he told me in 5 minutes, or less, this is here, this is here, this is here, this is what you do here, this is what you do here, and okay, this is the first episode. I had no idea what the format of the show even, or what I was even going to talk about. Wieners wasn't even an idea.
No, it was an idea on your part. I'm sure.
On my part, it was, yeah, but I couldn't. I was waiting for a good time for that. A good time to. I waited a good 2 years for that. But yeah, so that he was there Rob was there from the very beginning, and then you started working, and you couldn't always be here to run the sound. You did do it several times.
Yeah, I did the backup and that kind of stuff. And
yeah,
then, like the Reina Z, I think I co-hosted for a while.
You did, yeah, and then but. So the way he got the Invisible Rob nickname, I gave him that nickname. So I would be on the show, and then he would just randomly walk into the room while I'm on the show, and you could hear him, because the microphone and we have to have headphones and stuff. But the people on the show could hear somebody talking, but they never see him, because he would never come to the camera. So you just hear this person in the background.
Because most of the time I was on the clock somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he would.
Wasn't really supposed to.
He had really, really good jobs. Yeah. You come over here and hang out for a few hours. But yeah. So like you would never see him. So I was like, "Whoa, Invisible Rob's here," and like was it you or me that was like, I wonder if these people think I'm just making that up because they don't ever see him. But then I think you came on as a guest, and we like made your face like the guy from Home Improvement with the fence. You know, the guy. What's his name? The neighbor.
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
But it was like instead of the fence, it was like the half screen of the camera. It was weird. But yeah. So visibly, you get the full effect. So Rob is real sometimes. Yeah. You missed a good conversation. We were just talking about acid and weed and tattoos.
Tattoos.
You have tattoos, right? Do you have any that you regret getting that you want to cover?
The first one.
All of them?
The first one.
Which one's that one?
Oh,
look! Oh, Lucas! I'll have to make a clip of this.
Dude, that's Godsmack in their prime, man. Everybody.
I'm
from the tribe of dudes that had $80 in the 90s. That's what.
Okay, so Lucas, it was just on from Sweden. He had to go, but that's the one that he. Or no, that was Harmon. That was Harmon.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, man. Never mind. Yeah. Sorry, Lucas. Didn't mean to call Lucas out like that, but yeah. But yeah, Harmon has one on. Well, I'll let you tell him about. Just go ahead and tell Rob again.
Yeah, no, it's my first one. Soon as I turned 18, it's on my back. Yeah, that's what I told him. I said it's the one I want to get rid of.
Absolutely.
He's getting a back piece, and he's got to get rid of that one first.
There was another, like Allison Chains did a Sun type thing back, and it was a lot cooler than the Godsmack thing.
I don't know. Godsmack's pretty damn cool.
They are.
There's one song that Godsmack does from that album. I'm pretty sure the one that with the famous tattoo symbol. But it's all like one note. You guys know what it's like? Dun 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 dun. That's the only one. Yeah. When I got my first electric guitar, it was a Fender, the Mexican Fender, not the real one. But I can't afford that shit. But it was one you get like musicians run with, and it would come with a little practice amp with it, and everything. You know. Yeah. So I had that, and it was red. I didn't like that color at all. Yeah, but yeah, it was. That one song. That's the only song I could play on that electric guitar. And you know me, I'll buy electric guitars, and then he ends up either buying them from me or just playing them the whole time. Like that Michael Kelly I played one time, I think.
Oh, really?
No, you played it a couple times.
The electric that I got. I still have the acoustic.
Okay.
I'm an acoustic guy. I don't know. Yeah.
No, I tried to teach him.
No, he's not having
Drop D's.
Well, I can do it. I just don't.
No, you can't.
Teach him.
I'm just a podcast guy. You know, I was put on this earth. Okay, I'm going to stop talking like that. I was telling him about the new mixer that I'm going to get within sometime in the next year of the show.
The 7th or 8th mixer.
Right?
Like,
every time I come here.
But I've upgraded every single time.
He's already got mixers and gotten rid of mixers that will do 10 times what he's getting ready to buy.
Like what? That Tascam. I know you're going to say it.
Well, the Tascam 24 was excellent.
Well, the
Zoom 16 was an interface and recorder. That is ridiculous, and did everything. Had multiple effects, had individual.
Okay, so that would So an interface would be a good idea, but I already have enough screens and windows that I have to.
But you didn't. It was used as a recorder as well.
I don't need to record anything.
Interface. You
guys know for a fact I do it live, so I don't have to edit anything. Yeah, I told you.
Okay. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I learned my thing. Yeah.
Hey, if you want to do your own podcast and do it that way, go right ahead.
He would buy these mixers and recorders and I would try to show him, and then when he couldn't figure it out, he just ended up selling them. So every time he wanted to do one, I'm like, because I knew in 3 months I'd be buying it from him.
Well, whatever.
Well, Scott, that's the same reason why I love coming onto the show. I don't have to edit anything either.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Who's talking? Is somebody in the background? Is your wife? Is somebody's wife trying to jump in? I hear somebody in the background. Where is that? Harmon, is that your wife?
Somebody's in the fridge. Yeah.
Well, get him on the show. Let's get him on the show. Where's what's the dog's name? Is it Zoe or Chloe? I can't remember.
Chloe.
Is she around there? I've been up to Harmon's once. I drove up to Harmon's last year or something.
No, she's
cold as
Chloe's.
shit.
I don't know what the hell she's getting. She's getting a treat right now.
You ever been up that way,
ice cream cone.
Paul? Have you ever been up that towards his area, towards
area?
Oh, it's colder. Yeah. It's cold as shit up there. Probably not all the time, but like
it can be.
When I went up there, it was freezing that day.
We drove through that area a few years ago We drove through that area a few years ago on the way in February on the way to find Centralia, and
Which don't ever go to Centralia.
well, they live near there, you know.
What's in Centralia? So,
Nothing. A couple stop signs, a utility building, and like a couple houses.
why were
and,
you
like,
going there?
Because we
Basically
wanted
picture
to
Silent
see
Hill.
it.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, yeah. And there was a snowstorm going through State College, and it was like sucked the ass, man. It was bad.
Shocking.
It was really bad.
There's a road. You know I'm going to say this, Harmon, right?
I was going to take a picture of it. I was just there to drop off because that's where the sewage
It's called
goes.
Blue Balls.
Yeah.
Or Blue Ball or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I was almost to Harmon's when I drove up that time. I was almost to, I was like maybe 5-10 minutes from your place.
Yeah.
And on Google Maps, I'm looking at the navigation thing, and you know how it'll show you like surrounding like labels if you have it turned on, and it said Blue Ball Road or something like that. I was like, no. Please tell me that's like a cross street to where he lives, because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah,
I was going to take a picture of it, but
you should do that still.
next time I go by,
Every time you go by it, take a picture.
There's a place in Florida. Every time I'm driving down towards Miami, I pass by this place and it makes me laugh. I wish there was stuff there. It's called Yeehaw Junction.
Oh,
No,
that is awesome.
Yeah.
that sounds like it should be around here. You know.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit south of Orlando, like 45 minutes south of Orlando. I pass by it all the time, and it makes me laugh every single time I see that.
I must have a picture of that for sure.
Next time I'm driving towards Miami, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Yes, for sure. because since you guys never did the landmark segment, right?
No, we never did.
Okay, so and Three Legs of Rome has it, and Harmon definitely has it. So what I want to do, and I don't know when this would be, but like there's been a lot of really good ones, like the Shit Fountain in Chicago. That one is epic. Like it's a pile of shit, and it's a fountain in Chicago. Okay, I mean,
It's legit, yeah.
and then there's the there's a Santa Claus in Amsterdam. Okay, that is holding a Christmas tree. But it's a butt plug. Everybody knows it's a butt plug. It doesn't look anything like a Christmas tree. So butt plug Santa. I mean, you can Google these things. Now, Rob was on a show with me with Rose Lane from. It's not Worcester. I found out it's Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester, yes.
But it's not. It's Worcester. That's what it looks like.
I know.
Like the sauce, Worcestershire. It's not Worcestershire.
We went up to there to Boston a few years ago and stayed
Boston.
in a place called Peabody. And every time I
Peabody.
kept calling the hotel to figure out where we at, because we kept getting lost, the woman's like, "Fucking Peabody." I'm like,
What?
I'm looking for whatever Peabody. She's like, "Yeah, Peabody." I'm like, "What the hell is Peabody?" She's like, "Peabody." Yeah.
Peabody?
They say things differently there.
I'd say, man, they don't even sound it out. I mean, because when you sound it out, you sound like a tourist, you know.
Right.
Anyway, in Worcester, there is a. Now you can Google this and you'll find it immediately. Turtle Boy. Okay. Now I should just pull up my screen here so this is. So, but what I want to do while I'm pulling this up, what I want to do is.
Is this the one now on the turtle?
Yes. Yep.
They're both having a
Yeah, I was in Boston
having-
a couple of months ago and I saw it.
Oh, they're having a great time. They're having a great time together. Yeah.
It's-
Yeah. And it's right in the middle of town here. I'll pull up my stuff here. I have a whole category for just things. Look at all that stuff. several. I mean, this one's great. Okay, let me share the screen here so you guys can see this.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's yeah. So I want to do I guess a contest. I don't know, some kind of a where am I going here, Rob? Portion.
I don't know what
You're the behind the scenes guy, remember? Jeez. But yeah, you don't work here anymore. Let's see. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. Tracy, ask them about their day.
How was your day going?
There we go.
Wonderful.
Let's just do that. Okay. I don't know. Okay. What? Okay. Just stay there for a second. Don't move.
What are you doing?
Your mom. Okay.
You've not met my mom.
All right. Why is the?
Oh my God.
Oh my!
Awesome.
Can I make that bigger? That's what she said. Right, Rob. Only when Rob's around. Now, can you see the entire thing? I don't know why it's doing like a
You
selection.
can't
of it.
see the whole thing.
No.
I don't know if you want to, but
It's very zoomed in.
there it is.
there you go.
There it is. Okay. Now, I don't know why it's okay. This is weird. I'm not used to this
Oh,
situation. So
it's terrible.
now,
Hey, that's just one angle, man. I'm telling you. It's
get out of the bank account. All right.
crap.
Now here's here's the guy. There's the guy.
Oh.
Ah.
Huh? Anybody? Now, if anything, that's an ice cream cone. It's definitely not a Christmas tree. But if you want to be like PG rated, it's an ice cream cone for sure.
I mean, depending on how you look at it, either someone was really good or really bad for Christmas.
Probably
Depending on what you're into.
The guy that did my first tattoo came up with that, I'm sure.
But whoever did it knew what they were doing. Oh, I guarantee it.
Let's put this right in the middle of town, right?
Right down there.
That's in Rotterdam. Rotterdam.
That's awesome.
But I mean, if you look at a lot of the old Disney movies and stuff, there's all kind of stuff hidden in there.
Here's the famous shit fountain.
Well, the pack
Yep.
of camels still has a different.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, I would eat lunch there every day, just to say I do. Hey, where do you eat lunch? At the shit fountain?
How was it? It was shitty.
That's in Chicago. And then this is also in Chicago. Now, it's I mean, you can imagine what that is.
That's
But-
just unfortunate.
But this is what's good about it. People throw drugs in it and make wishes and all kinds of things.
Aw.
That's Artillery and Storm told me about that. Artillery and Storm in Chicago. Now this is in the middle of Milan, Italy. This is
Yeah.
badass. I think there needs to be one of these in Washington D.C. and pretty much every town in America needs to have one of these things. Anything that has to do with politics needs to have this. I mean, this thing is gigantic, like right in the middle of Milan, Italy.
Yeah, like right
Gigantic.
Have it say, "We the people."
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I wonder if the airport's anywhere nearby. That way, every time you depart or arrive, middle finger, boom.
Scott, can you
My boss-
send me that
Huh?
finger? My dad would love that.
Say again?
Can you send me that finger? My father would
Yeah,
love
right here,
that.
right here, man. Send it to you right there. It looks exactly like yeah, I can do that. Yeah, remind me, and I'll do that. Okay.
My boss is from Milan. I'm gonna have to ask him about that one.
I should have put this up when Lucas was on because Lucas found this in Sweden. This isn't like a garden, like some kind of like really nice castle garden somewhere in Sweden, and it's lazy. She's either pissing or shitting. I don't know what she's doing. They didn't add anything under her ass to let us know what she was doing, or he. It could be he. We got to be gender neutral here.
No, I think I see boobs.
There's tits.
Yeah, but it could be a man. It could be a man still. Could be. Let's see. Okay, the Michelin baby is a good one. This is a.
That's creepy.
This is. I don't know why that has that screen there. Hopefully, you're seeing all of it. But this is a gigantic baby in the middle of Arizona. Let's see. Phoenix was the band. I can't remember the name of the band. I think it was Shadow Guilt, but I might be wrong. But basically, you're driving in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, there's a giant Michelin baby in the middle of this field, I guess, desert field. I don't know, but it's massive. Like, there's no scale on here to show you, but I was looking at one on the internet that had like a tractor sitting right here, and it was like tiny. So like, it's a massive baby. Anyway, that was theirs because the Michelin stuff is that way. Let's see. This was just the other day. This is Estonia. You can go to the steakhouse and have your picture taken with a some kind of a cow.
Rat.
You can have a cow.
Looks like a rat.
Yeah, it kind of does. Let's see. Over here. There's a better view of him or her. Whoops.
There it is.
I mean, she got the tit going on right here too. See that? She don't got two fingers though, so don't worry about that. Now this one here, this is good for you guys that have been to New York City or anywhere. Look at the face on this guy. Okay, don't pay attention to this. Don't pay attention south yet. I'm getting there. Okay, but just look at his eyes. Look at that.
That guy's bloated, man.
Something. Okay, now let's get down to business here for sure. Okay, so this is a statue that's supposed to be Adam and Eve, and there's Eve, but she's not that exciting, so that's why I didn't get. But this apparently, if you rub his wiener, it's good luck. That's why it's a different color than the rest of the statue.
Everywhere.
Oh, that is great.
That's actually my pickup line.
What's that?
That's my pickup line. If you
What's
rub
that?
it, it's good luck.
Well, people are rubbing Mothman's butt up in Point Pleasant.
I don't think they are, Eric. I don't know.
Like they're sticking some white stuff in between the cheeks.
Seriously.
Crossed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we do have Saeed probably might not be the only one that knows this, but we have the Mothman stuff happening here. and there's museums and all kinds. You guys do that stuff more than I do, but
It's fun.
and the Flatwoods Monster is a different thing.
Eh.
And now there's the Grafton Monster, which I think it's just somebody wants some fame.
No, I've heard of the Grafton Monster.
Oh, I've heard of it too, just from those people telling me about it. That they saw something stupid in the woods, you know.
Yeah. Somebody was off,
Like
drunk.
only 2 people saw it though, so like, I guess it exists. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's the
Hey.
Adam and Eve penis. What is it?
Scott, gotta roll, man. I gotta take off. I just
Come
want to
on,
say
mate. No.
congratulations,
don't.
man.
No, you're good.
Sorry, man. I got stuff to do.
I
But
hear you, man.
congratulations, man. And
Thank you.
hopefully we'll meet up here real soon.
Yeah, let's do the acoustic show soon. Let me know when you guys are ready because I know you're taking some time off, so this will be perfect.
Yep,
Perfect time.
we'll do.
Cool.
All right,
Thanks,
see you
man. We'll
guys.
see you.
Paul.
All right, bye.
I guess we are kind of getting to the end of the show here, so I'll start to wrap up. But yeah, you get the idea. But the boat, I know you guys can see that stuff, but the boat is from the guy from Riding with Killers and Taproot. He made this boat. Him and his buddy did the painting on it for something Margaritaville somewhere. I can't remember. Made that one also. And then this is Dr. Seuss statue up in Springfield, Mass.
That's cool.
And
Have you ever went to go see the mummies in Philippi?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, those are
that's
creepy as
pretty cool.
shit.
Yep.
This is kind of funny. This it's no longer on this wall, but it says this is in Akron, Ohio. Okay, and it's Jesus is the only way to heaven. Okay, well in the small print says hell is real, and then it shows a bunch of people burning in fire. You know, like I can be religious. I couldn't be religious, but I mean that's about as to the point that you can get on the side of a building, but it's painted over now, and the guy that owns the building is deceased. I looked all the history of it up, and that's not really snippet in there. But here's something. Okay, Tom, you guys know Tom Saeed? I don't think you met Tom, but over in London. But this is down in the square down near his house. I have no idea what this thing is, and he doesn't either. It's an elephant riding a bike with some kind of weird head. And I'll show you the front view of it. I think is it over here? Yeah. Okay, that's the front of it.
Huh.
Tuba? Tuba? Tuba head?
From the side, I thought it was like one of those record players. that had-
Yeah. Like what is it? A phonograph or whatever they call it?
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the left arm, it almost looks hollow. So I wonder if it's one of those
Probably is.
things where like the wind blows.
Well, he's
and
got his
it
hand in a
sounds.
bag. He's got his
Yeah.
hand in his bag. See?
I'm talking about the other hand.
Oh.
Where it looks like it's almost hollow.
Other
So
hand's
I wonder
busy.
If it's like meant to,
Apparently,
Follow
but
the wind
it's funny because like
sound.
when he was explaining this to me, and it's funny because like they call trash rubbish.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, it's so funny because all the neighborhood kids throw rubbish in it." Hell yeah, I would too if it's got a gigantic hole. Looks like a trash can. You know what I mean? Rubbish. All right, let's stop the screen share so you don't have to look at my files anymore, my secret files. The way I make this badass show, you know. Yeah, okay. Okay, so. I don't have anything scheduled. There's nobody scheduled yet, but I always have several bands I'm talking to. It's their loss if they don't email me back. Don't I say that all the time, Rob? On to the next one, right? I did have somebody. I'm not gonna name it by name because I can't even remember the name of this band, but I thought they were pretty good. It was just an Instagram thing, and I emailed them and said the same thing that pretty much your guys has said when you got it. My availability, which is. You can pick the day, whatever day it is, as long as I'm available. But it's the time thing. After 5 weekdays and after 2 on Saturdays and Sundays. This guy responded with, "Yeah, I think I could do it 1 o'clock on Saturday," and he was on the East Coast too, so it's not like we had to do a time fluctuation thing. Didn't read the email. Did not read it at all. And then what was it? What else? Oh, he sent me the date was coming up, and I still hadn't received any information back from him, like about the band. So, and I have to have something. I have to have something put on the post for one thing, and I have to have pictures and stuff. I don't like to just screenshot it and put it up because that sometimes you got to give photography credit, So, I didn't get anything, and like Rob's hanging out, he's here a lot. So, like I keep saying, I still haven't gotten anything from that band yet. So, it came up to the show. I didn't even set up for the show. I didn't even plan on setting up for it. So it never happened. I didn't post it about it either because I didn't have anything to go by. Well, what was it, like a week and a half later maybe? Randomly, like a week and a half later, he sends me all the information. He picked the date and the time that was not anything I could do anyway, and sent me the stuff a week and a half after the date that he picked.
Oh my god.
You know, on to the next one. So, it's not that difficult to understand. I don't know. That's like a pet peeve of mine, though. You know, like I'm giving you free reign to pick your own date. You know, when are you available? Not when am I? Anyway, all right. You get it, right? You have to have some kind of instructions so people can quit talking like that, Rob. All right. What?
Are you done?
Are you done?
Are you done?
Are you dead?
Damn it, are you done? What do you guys have coming up individually? We'll do that before we go because it is about you guys, not about me. I'll let you go first.
All right. Individually, I'm just like I said, Singles Forever is coming out September 3rd. Be the release date of that.
Let's do a show.
So that's what's that?
Let's do a show for your release.
Okay. Yeah, and then it's November 5th I'm trying to get it done for Election Day. It's going to be Voice of the Voiceless.
Are you doing it for a reason for Election Day or just a goal?
No, yeah, it's I mean, I'm not going to get into politics right now.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's cool. But I want to have, the track lyrics are older that I've written prior. I mean, it's kind of like a modern, like Rage Against the Machine type thing.
Oh yeah, nice.
But so that track, lyrics are done, music's done. I changed the music from, I guess what I could do is for that time, I could send you the old release. Because I had it done a long time ago, and it sounded like Lamb of God was like the old version of the guitars and everything.
Yeah, nice.
But I redid them. I took it. It's more of like a rage feel, and it's more of like, I guess it has a lot of power to it, meaning, kind of like. But that's this election for us has a lot of power, meaning. So if it goes wrong,
does it really? I mean, does it? Okay, I'm not going to get into it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about that forever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So September 3rd, that song's done.
Nice.
And artwork, everything's ready to go. And the next one will be November 5th is what I'm shooting for. And then after that, probably just going to take some time. And I mean, I got about half a dozen songs done and another dozen that are almost done. So, but we're actually getting ready to move probably in a couple weeks.
No, you can't move away from Blue Ball.
Yeah,
Come on,
we're
man.
going to.
Are you going to move to Blue Ball though?
No.
Damn.
about 15 minutes away, but
south or east, or like more towards me.
It's more toward Altoona, which I think you came down 99. So yeah, so probably a little closer that way.
I got something coming up in October that I'll send you a message about. See if you can because it's
because this the new place, the basement, the contractors are almost done, which is nice because it was a full yes, whoever said studio is correct. I got so now I got a full room, all my amps, my drum kit's gonna.
Rob will help you design it because he,
So it's ready to like the area. All I gotta do is put a carpet down and start putting stuff up and miking it up. You know what I mean? So I'm ready. Like I'm excited so I'm trying to hold off to do Voice of the Voiceless in that area environment. I don't want to do it here where all the acoustics and shit suck, where it takes me a lot longer to record and everything. So
hell yeah. When's this happen?
What, the move?
Yeah. When you guys
it's almost ready to go. I mean, everything's pretty much ready to go. It's just that we were waiting for the basement to get the walls up and insulation.
Is it a new house? Is it a new house?
It's actually it's newer, I would say, but Megan's grand. Well, yeah, her grand passed away like last year, early on, I guess this year maybe. But she willed the house over to family and left it to her. So we just kind of but the basement was only like a garage and everything else was open, more like storage.
That's cool.
So we needed a bedroom because the two kids have the ones upstairs. So we just turned it downstairs into a bedroom studio. So
congratulations on your new house, and we'll do if you want to wait till you're there to do a show, we can do that too. Whenever you're ready, Harmon.
Well, the release is September 3rd, so I'll be in the house at that point. So,
cool. Well, yeah, hit me up and let's schedule something, and we'll do it for sure.
Awesome.
Saeed, all right. Within a Reverie is a badass. You guys are making moves, and you're constantly putting up content online. What was the thing that you guys were trying to sell at that time? It was just something funny, and I can't. It was like a feeling or something. Remember?
Oh, nihilism.
Yeah. They were trying to. Remember, I should have to Rob. They were trying to sell nihilism. They made this whole like infomercial thing. It was hilarious. I was talking to the guys in Salt Lake City about this. We were gonna come up. I'll have to go back to the episode and watch it and see what it was. But I need to hit you up about it and maybe just have you guys do it because you guys pull off all that acting stuff way better than I could do ever. But I'll talk to you about it. But what do you guys have coming up as a band? What's going on with the band and what's happening that way?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a pretty big year. We released an EP at the beginning of the year. That was like 5 songs. We released Echoes, I think back in June, and then Light Up the Sky a couple weeks ago. And then we have another confirmed date for our next release in September. I don't want to give away too much about that.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's the media. You have to.
We are introducing one of our older songs, but with better quality, higher budget. I'm really excited to announce that. We need to get all our marketing stuff together before any of that. But so far, everyone I've showed it to, they said this is your best release by far. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Nice.
And then hopefully we'll get one last song in before the new year. So we're hoping for maybe 2 more releases for the end of the year.
Badass.
And then we're also looking, I think next month we're going to be getting a small celebrity feature. Definitely a band in Orlando that's been growing.
You don't want to say who it is?
No, not yet. Not until things are confirmed.
Come on, man.
Not until things are confirmed, but
Joe Rogan could probably get it out of you, right? Why can't I?
No, not yet. But that should be happening within the next couple of weeks. We should be getting her.
Is it the guy from Slipknot? What is it? Corey Taylor? Is it him?
Not that big.
Oh.
But there's someone who they're definitely going to be. They already have, I think, 60,000 followers on Instagram.
Pretty significant, yeah.
But they're definitely becoming huge.
Yeah. Awesome. That's good. That's good news. Good news.
Yay!
I meant to ask you, Tracy, before we go. You were in a cooking contest. I was telling them about before we went live. I was telling them that you do that stuff. Where you do competitions. You had one recently, right?
Yeah.
How did that turn out? Because I don't, I'm not on Facebook ever because it sucks.
Well, I did it. This is the second year I was invited back. Taste of Home magazine. They have a favorite chef competition like every year or whatever.
You're my favorite
what
chef.
Chef is in charge of it though.
Chef Carla Hall.
Who?
Carla Hall, she's big on the Food Network.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on the Food Network, and
either, so.
it was like $25,000 if you win, and then you get to go to New York and hang out with her for a few days and do some cooking
you win?
classes. Actually, no. Last year I placed 6th in the country, and that was out of like 800 people. And then this year I was top 20.
You ever thought about doing that? I don't even know if they still have it on there, but like MasterChef or
I have thought about that.
America's Home Cook, or they still have all this.
They do. I've thought about doing MasterChef, so I'm just kind of thinking how I want to do that and apply.
You have to go up against that Ramsey guy and
I'd kick
deal
his ass.
deal with this bullshit.
I'd kick his ass.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I like to cook. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, well that's cool. But keep doing that stuff though. I mean, like that's your creativity. That's what you do, and come back and co-host. Anytime you're allowed to hear. You're allowed here anytime. I don't have to ask you if you want to do. If you see a show you want to do, hit me up and be like, hey, I'm coming over for that one. Cool.
Fun fact: I don't even own a stove. So.
Wait. What?
I don't own a stove.
What do you have? Like a hot plate?
I have a pressure cooker. I have an electric skillet, and I have a toaster oven. And I've cooked for like 100 people with that.
Damn.
Can you do that, Harmon?
Fuck no, I can't do that.
Harmon puts his stuff up on Instagram sometimes.
Yeah, no, I don't make any of my shit. I wish I could. That's not a skill of mine. So
Rob and I are still doing Deviant Cause. We've been kind of quiet lately because we're still trying to figure things out. Our the guy that we played a show on March 9th with Maintenance that's been on the show from New York, and Gal that's from New York. They haven't been on the show, but they were really nice, really cool guys.
Yeah, they were nice.
We did that show, and Drugstore Skinny from around here also played that show. Some really cool support, and it was a good show. The guy that played drums with us for that show is more comfortable on guitar, so he's teaming up with Rob because Rob needs some. Well, I'll let you.
Another guitarist.
Yeah, just and you know how it is. I mean, he wants to do other things while another guitar player's doing one thing. I guess that's how it works. But Rick's still with
stuff
it.
we've recorded is multi-tracked, and
Yeah,
there's 2-3 layers of guitar on it. And
Rick's actually on his way now. He I guess he had to he mows grass, so he's taking advantage of the day. But
I haven't heard from Josh. I don't know if he's coming or not.
okay, but yeah, we'll put something out. Maybe a sample of something of the new one. The new one's really good though. Like we're pretty excited about the new one. It's I don't want to say too much about it, but it's I think it's gonna be good. We're excited because every time we do it and practice it, it's like, oh well, let's do this here, and then it's like, like just it's exciting it's exciting to create. You guys know how it is. It's like every time when you get together with Harmon when he gets together with himself.
Yep.
But I mean, or even with your wife, I'm sure you guys sit down and pick a little bit and be like, hey, let's. I got this idea. She's got this idea. It's exciting because you're just like, the next time you do it, you're just like, well, let's go with that. What we're doing first, but like, listen to this. Like just little things too. And I'm sure, Sai, you know what I'm talking about. Like when you guys write stuff, it's like just a little pieces of it. It's just like that's gonna do it right there. Let's change it to that. And everybody agrees and everything. It's cool. Then Harmon looks in the mirror and he goes, "Yeah, we'll do that."
Yeah. Honestly, though, that's sometimes why if you see on my Instagram, I record like drum reels of my ideas. Because what I do is I record my drum reel and I'll play it back, and then I'll play the guitar for the idea that the drum is over.
Nice.
And then I can put it through the amp, and then we can both play it together. But actually, the newest song, I'm trying to have my son actually play it because he actually's been playing. So
saw that, yeah.
He can play everything for the voiceless. There's some technical parts that I'll probably have to record, but my goal is to have him record and play most of it. And then we want to shoot it at some point as like a musical video, just to kind of like bring him more into it. You know what I'm saying? Like
is he excited?
Obviously,
is he excited for that?
He's so nervous when he plays. I'm like, dude, just fucking play. You're good.
How old is he now?
You know what I mean? He just turned 11. So
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So I created this beat and this tempo for him. I'm like, look, I'll just revamp the song. I don't give a shit. And actually, the lead that flows over everything it's like it's really empowering. So I was like, man, I already got lyrics for this. That's the first song I've ever written backwards. Where normally I do the music first, and then I figure out like how it makes me feel, and then I'll put the lyrics. I'll start coming up with a theme or an idea that kind of like triggers an emotion for the song. Well, I did it backwards. I already had the lyrics, and I was like, man, this is perfect. Let's create a song for this vibe, and that's kind of what happened. So,
well, he's gonna have to be on the show with you when you come back on. You know that, right? Or just
I'd like to, like I said, if I can start the recording process, like I can give you like some snip. I'll let you listen to the old one as more of like a trial for the show, and then when we release it, hopefully in November. Then you can hear like the revamped version of it. So I can, we could do the release of Forever, which is already done, and then I can give you the second track will be Voice of the Voiceless demo, and then we can do something later in the year toward the end, and I can listen to the final version of Voice of the Voiceless.
Anything you want to do, and anything you want to within Forever wants to do. You guys know you've done it. You wanted to come back on, and I think you're one of the first people that actually got a hold of me and wanted to come back on the show, and that makes me feel awesome because I'm giving you something. I'm providing something, and that's anybody that's been on previously, even if it's been one time, has priority scheduling for the second time around. Just like I will move, depending on who it is, of course, I will move the schedule around so that you guys get first dibs. That's just that's the way it should be, I think. If you've done the show already, you should have first dibs. Be pushed to the front of the line. VIP
seniority.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there you go.
VIP. I like VIP.
Yeah, VIP. There you go.
So anytime you guys want to come back on, let me know, and we'll do it.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and I wanted to say, Scott, thank you for the opportunities, obviously in years prior that started all this. And also congratulations for the 4 years of doing this.
Thank you.
Like I said, it's pretty remarkable. And you started something like we talked about. I mean, I know we joke about how we, started from scratch and we were, fucking off with, recorders and MP3 players and Audacity and, going mixers through a phone. But like, that's kind of what makes us, us. And, I just think that it's a lot of people don't understand that. Some people are given certain technology where they didn't have to learn like this process. And, I think that when you struggle through that, you kind of understand like, okay, you look back for where you came from, you see where you're at now. You're like, man, we came a long way, but like, we still have these goals that we're reaching for, and we can see that it's actually obtainable now versus back then when I was doing my shit. I was like, man, I'm never gonna fucking put a track on iTunes because this shit sucks. You know what I mean? And now it's like
SoundCloud too.
But I had it on, and I was like, it's not even that good. So now I have stuff on there. Now I'm like, it's not too bad, but I can do better. So it's like, what's the next step to make it better? Yeah. So it's like I keep climbing, but through the climb, I'm still learning different things and meeting different people, different techniques and stuff like that. So and it actually enhances my music. So I think that starting from scratch like we did, it's something that a lot of people can't say. I think nowadays it's so accessible.
Yeah, it is.
People just have the luxury of certain things and they're like right there. And I'm like, fuck, these guys are, you know what I mean? So
they're a step ahead already and they just started.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn it. Then I have to like, think about like, okay, whatever I'm going to struggle with is going to prepare me for the next step anyway. And they're not ready for it. So I definitely, like I said, appreciate you and what you do for the music and the community itself. Because the community, in my opinion, for the most part, is not a community. It's just That's my opinion. I think a lot of people are selfish in the music industry. I've ran into a lot of people who would say they would help, who would do collabs, who would do shit, and they just fall through. They say it to, I would rather just say like, no, man, you're not good enough yet.
Save a lot of time, wouldn't
it? Yeah, I actually. So long story short, Ectomorph. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're from Hungary. I've been listening to them for like 20 plus years. They have like a soulfly vibe. They were just opening up for Five Finger Death Punch overseas. Nice. Zoli actually started following me, and I never thought in a million years. He's one of my favorite vocalists. He's very, very talented, good lead guitar player. It's just super incredible. I reached out to him and I was like, do you ever think we could collab? I said, you're like one of my idols. And I said, I never thought I'd even talk to you. You like my posts, you know what I mean? I'm actually talking to somebody that I idolize in the music, industry. And he goes, I only really work with people that I know. And I said, so you're telling me, like I pulled the Dumb and Dumber. I said, so you're telling me there's a chance? And he goes, he's like, hey man, he's like, honestly, he's like, you never know. And I was like, that's enough. You know what I mean? Like, so he was honest.
There's a chance.
He didn't say no. But he didn't say yes. So he's leaving it. He probably don't see like if I can level up to where it's to his level.
He's listening. He would
jump on. Yeah, that's the thing is I'm like, holy fuck, is this dude's like liking my posts and commenting back, and I can actually talk to him. So I was like, but I'm learning from that. I think when you work so hard like he has, he struggled from a third world country, and he's opening for Five Finger Death Punch, hanging out with Zoltan. I think he's part Hungarian, so they're from the same country. But I think that he's looking for that work, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't want to have to just jump on a track and it's going to bump me. He's like, okay, how much can this fucking person work? Once he gets to the level I think that he's earned, I'll do a track. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty cool.
I don't even think it's a level thing. I think it's just he can't say right now.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. I don't think you need to get to a level. I mean, I don't know. I don't know him, at all. And
when I say level,
I've never heard of him. So maybe he wants to get to another level first,
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying like level sound quality wise, like I think if he would jump on a track of mine, what he's used to in his studios, his quality is so much like cleaner and better than what I'm doing. Cause I'm recording right behind you, right in a fucking a little small room with, you know what I mean? So like,
but you're getting a new studio space.
Yeah, so. I just think that he means like if it's, like at a professional level.
I would look at it in a way that he's trying to level up before he wants to do any kind of guest vocals on anybody's stuff. That's the way I would look at it. That way, because your stuff's good. Like I don't think he's thinking of it like that. I really don't, because yeah, he does have he's on a certain pedestal, like of
Yeah.
fame or whatever. But like, anybody of that caliber is going to get requests to be a guest spot on stuff. Anybody is.
Mm-hmm.
And some people do, some people don't. I mean, I've talked to several bands that had like what's that? Kellen, what's his name? Kellen from. Anyway,
Quinn?
yeah, Kellen Quinn from what's he from?
Sleeping with Sirens.
Yes.
they're from
Band I had
Orlando.
band I had on, in the past few months had him do something on the track, and they said it wasn't that easy, get him to do it. But once he was in, it was just they just sent him the stuff that they had, and he put his down, and it was perfect,
Yeah.
So it could be his end that where he's like not comfortable doing guest spots yet. He wants to do his creativity. That's what I would keep that in mind instead of thinking of it as he's waiting for you to not hell with that. Make him wait. If he's waiting for something for you to do, make him wait. Do your thing and find somebody else to do it. I mean, yeah, I know you want that certain person for something, but heck, you're good, man. You're good.
Keep on.
He needs to get to a
appreciate it.
level. He needs to get to a certain level.
Yeah.
Well, with Kellen Quinn, I'm pretty sure he was charging for features. Cal's old band, Ivy Paint, actually hired Kellen Quinn. I think it was like $1,500 or something like that for a feature.
He's got a sick voice too. Like it's like, man, how do you get to those octaves? You get to, but he sound is that the one that I'm thinking of that he almost sounds like a child when he sings? He's very good. I'm not knocking Kellen Quinn at all, but like, is he the one that has a real high? Yeah.
Yeah.
And this like the Coheed guy, like was it Claudio or whatever his name is? Yeah, he's got a heck of a range. But yeah, it's just I don't. You're good, Harmon. You're good. Find
I
somebody else to do
appreciate
that track and
Well-
wait. Let him wait and get in line for the next one that he wants to be on with you. And you're like, no, I already got the guy from Slipknot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I just appreciate, like I said, the community, because that's really what it comes down to. And, I find that it's very, very difficult because people either are trying to rip shit off because they watch you to rip it off, and then they don't credit, which they could have just said like, hey, why don't we work together? And I'm like, fuck, let's do that. You know what I mean?
Then you unfollow them and you keep going.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
heck with them,
it's like I said though, that your show is what the community is supposed to be about. Meeting and talking with music and sharing and meeting
And wieners,
meeting other people.
talking about wieners and landmarks, right?
Yeah. So I definitely appreciate what you do, and it's always fun to be on your shows, and whether I'm a guest or whether I'm a co-host. So
Well, thank you, Harmon, for being a part of it. I really appreciate you.
you're
Really
welcome.
Really do. Saeed, I will talk to you soon. We need to get you guys back to we need to get you guys back to do even if you don't have anything new coming out, and you as well, Harmon. Like anybody that doesn't, if you don't even have anything coming out, come back to the show. Let's do just a reunion. Let's just talk about wieners for a half an hour, and then we'll come. I'm sure we'll come up with something else to talk about. Like it's the community of it. Like it's what have you been up to kind of thing. Like like a check-in. Isn't that a therapist term?
It is.
Let's do a check-in. Let's do a check-in.
Check-ins at the beginning of the session. Hey, let's check in, see how everybody's doing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I don't need to know about your feelings or anything like that. Music only. No, I'm kidding. It can be anything. Me and Tom talked about lawnmowers for half an hour one time.
Oh, wow.
We had he was just co-hosting. We had a guest on. Me and him were just sitting there talking about lawnmowers. Their lawnmowers are different than ours. Like they're like they hover over the grass. It's crazy. I can't remember the brand of it.
Weird.
What is it, like the zero turn ones? Or
No, they're like they don't have enough garden. They call their yards are gardens.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
My garden is fenced in so the deer doesn't eat my shit, But no, they hover. They're push mowers, but you don't have to push them. There's a guy on YouTube because I can't remember the brand of it, but like I looked it up on YouTube, and the one guy had it around with just one arm, just swinging it in a circle, just swinging it around, But it kind of just hovers. How the hell does it cut grass if it hovers? Like I researched this thing for like an hour after that show. Like how does this work? It's witchcraft,
I believe you when you say you delved into that rabbit hole.
I did.
Yeah, I believe you.
I mean, you have to at that point. Look it up. It's just look up mowers in England or something. I don't know what you look up, honestly.
That's random.
Hey, check it out.
English cover mower.
Does anybody know who this is right here? Anybody want to do it besides me?
No.
Come on, Harmon. You
Yeah,
know
I
how to
see
do it. You know how to do it.
Undertaking.
There you go. The Undertaking. I went and saw them again when I went over to Akron, I went and saw them at Musica in Akron. Very nice venue, and they were touring with God's Eyes, and then they went back home. But as soon as I walked in, it was before the show. There was really nobody there yet. It was kind of early. But I walk in, and Austin, lead singer, he just looks up at me. Like, they're in a group, like, sitting down, and he looks up at me, and he goes, "What is it?" And I was like, "The Undertaking!" Like, so loud. Like, people are going like, "The fuck?"
You're like their hype man.
Gives me a big hug. So that felt good. But they did great. But, oh, and one other thing. I saw Confessions of a Traitor from London. I met them 2 years ago in Fremont, Ohio, the most remote place in the world. But they actually played 123 Pleasant Street a couple months ago, and I went up and saw them up there, like right just 30 minutes from my house, you know. So I got to see them again, giving them a hug and stuff. So that's what it's about. That's what's cool. And I know I'll meet you guys down in Florida, or you guys will be up here at some point. That's the way. Even if you're not playing music, we'll meet up at some point. It's got to work like that. You would think, right? We'll make it freaking happen. I'm going to have to go back to Disney World at some point. I haven't been there since I was like 12, so I hear it's still, you know, at least decent, you know, right? Do you go there a lot?
Never been.
Not a lot. I went for the first time.
Why would you, right?
I think back in May. My buddy made an impromptu trip from North Carolina.
I thought you were going to say North Korea for a second. I thought you were going to say North Korea for a second. I was like, that is an impromptu trip.
No, he was driving to South Carolina, and he decided not to stop and come visit me.
Hell yeah, that's a friend for sure.
Yeah, and
I would do that.
Yeah, him and his sister came down, and we went to Star Wars Land at Hollywood Studios. That was my first time going. It was incredible, hot as hell, but
I'm sure. Well, it's Florida. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's always hot, but yeah, it was really cool being there. I got yelled at for touching a button. That was also fun.
Those bastards! I mean, come on! It doesn't even do anything. It's a fake button, you know.
No, I thought it was, but it was the door controls.
Yes, that's worth a.
Well, here's the thing: it was designed to look like a fake button. So I was like, "Ooh, let me push it," and apparently
the Imagineers. That's what they're called, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the thing, but
they imagine they imagine everything. That's hilarious. That's something Harmon would do, honestly. What's this barbell do? No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. I used to make fun of Harmon all the time. I didn't make fun. I poked fun because he's way more massive than I am. I'll ever be, and he could throw me across the room easily and things like that. He likes playing hot dogs, though. It's so funny. Okay. All right. Thank you guys very much for coming on the 4 Year Show. It's been fun. It's been a riot. Eric, thank you for joining us. Are you going to co-host?
Yeah. Why don't we set something up?
With Harmon, right?
Sure.
Will you come back when Harmon, or before that even?
Whatever.
Okay.
Just let me know.
Okay. Or with Saeed and within a reverie, or okay. All right. I'll quit. Rob, it's nice to have you here visibly. I know that's dumb.
You exist.
Tracy, there's not going to be a lot of people eating this food. We may have to ship some to Florida and up to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys.
I did scale back this time, though.
I don't know. I don't think you did. Honestly,
I did.
I didn't get a good look. Did you make salad? I didn't see salad.
I did not bring salad.
Son of a.
Pasta salad.
Pasta salad.
I'm gonna have to go to Panera Bread.
Your basic bitch
Get a
ranch
salad.
pasta salad.
Pasta salad is gross. All right.
It's like your ranch pasta salad.
It's not my ranch. Okay.
Okay, your ranch salad.
Have you guys had
comes out of the
suddenly
box.
salad in the box?
That shit is disgusting.
Suddenly
I make the real version. Ugh.
Okay, try it. It's good.
It's
telling you.
not worth your time.
She makes her own, and it's not the same. It's not the crappy box version that tastes delicious because it's from concentrate and all fake and everything.
Ew.
You know? Like the bacon bits are the best. You can't use real bacon in that shit. Come on. No. It's good. Okay. Let's see. I didn't plan on for an outro track, but I already have something in here, so I'm going to do Dream the Heavy because they're the shit. Yeah, thank you guys for coming on. It's been real. I hate saying that. It's been fun. If you're watching, hit subscribe. Damn it. Share it with your friends. Damn it. Hit the like button. Damn it. And watch again another time. Follow all these guys, and I've been doing this more often lately. I put everybody's socials and stuff as much as I can, contact information in the description after the show. After the show is over at some point in the night, I'll do that. But I will add all your guys' stuff to that so people can find you and the other guys as well. And maybe Rob's socials. He doesn't really care, but I'll put your social in there, Tracy.
Okay.
And Eric's also. In case.
Bank info too.
Huh?
Bank info too.
Social security numbers are better. People can use those. Dream the Heavy was on Tuesday. They're a badass band. I think I shared them with you. They're from Pittsburgh, and I just saw them last weekend or some shit. But they're a very good band. This is That Kind of Love, and we'll go out of the show with this. Rob likes the singing in the song a lot. But thank you all again, and I will see you when I see you. I don't have anybody scheduled, so let's schedule up. Damn it!
Thanks, guys.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you,
see you.
Scott.
Have a
Congrats
great-
on 4 years.
Thank you, man. Tell the other guys I said hi.
Will do.
All right, see you.
Ow, my ear.